Example number 3. We also have an equation. In this case, we have a fraction on the left, a fraction on the right, plus a number. We cannot cross multiply. If we didn't have the plus 1, then we would be able to cross multiply. But because we have two terms on the right hand side, we cannot multiply. So the best thing to do is to be able to factor the denominator. Nothing we can factor here. We need to be able to factor this. If you notice, that's the difference of two squares. So let me go and rewrite it. We have 3x minus 2 over x minus 2. Now I'm also going to make some space to be able to multiply by the LCD, the lowest common denominator. We have a 6, and I'm going to factor the x squared minus 4 as x minus 2, x plus 2. And then I also have my plus 1. You don't need to place a denominator on the plus 1. It will not be a problem. This actually makes it easier if you don't. We need to be able to find the lowest common denominator. In this case, the lowest common denominator will be x minus 2, and we need also the x plus 2. So we need to be able to multiply each of those terms by the LCD so we can get rid of the denominator. We can cancel the denominator. So I'm going to multiply by both, not just by one, not like an addition, very different from an addition. We are going to multiply by x minus 2, x plus 2. We are going to multiply even this one by x minus 2, x plus 2. And the last one we're going to be multiplying by x minus 2, x plus 2. And what happens is the denominators cancel out. This one cancels. So we just have 3x minus 2, x plus 2 is equal to, in this case, both of them cancel, the x minus 2 and the x plus 2. So we just have left a 6 plus. Now, we really don't need the 1. We can multiply the 1, but it doesn't change anything. We have x minus 2, x plus 2. So the only thing that we just need to be able to, we have an equation, and we want to be able to solve it. I'm going to use my distributive property, just FOIL. So we have 3x squared plus 6x minus 2x minus 4 is equal to 6 plus x squared FOIL plus 2x, multiply it out, minus 4. I'm going to combine both terms, and if you notice on the right hand side, those two cancel. I'm going to make a line just to be able to do an equation. On the left hand side, we have 3x squared plus 4x minus 4 is equal to x squared. Those two cancel, and I have plus 2. I have a quadratic equation. I want to be able to make it equal to 0. I'm going to move this to the left, becomes a negative x squared. And I'm going to move this to the left, becomes a negative 2. Remember, every time you move something from left to right, becomes the opposite. So I have 2x squared plus 4x minus 6. I want to be able to factor out. Now, the best thing is to be able to factor the common term, common factor. I can factor out 2. And do they all have an x? No. So I have x squared plus 2x minus 3. And I want to be able to factor this out. If I can't factor it, then I need to be able to use the quadratic formula or complete the square because the middle term is even. So I have a 2, and factor this out. Factors of x squared are x and x. Factors of 3 are 3 and 1. I'm going to make this a positive, that one a negative. Check with a happy face to see if, or you can just multiply everything together to see if you end up with the same thing. We have negative 1x plus 3x, that's positive 2, perfect, equal to 0. Now we're going to use our zero product property to solve it. If you want, some of you guys want to be able to place this equal to 0. It's false, so it doesn't matter. We have x plus 3 equal to 0 and x minus 1 equal to 0. Move the 3 to the right, becomes a negative, so that means x is equal to negative 3, or if you want a minus 3 on both sides. Move the 1 to the right, becomes a positive, so x is equal to 1. Yes, we still need to do our restrictions. Restrictions, we can just do from the LCD. We have x minus 2 cannot be equal to 0. X minus 2 cannot be equal to 0. So that means that x cannot be equal to 2, plus 2 on both sides. That's our first restriction. And so far our answers are fine. Our second restriction is that x plus 2 cannot be equal to 0. So that means that minus 2 on both sides, x cannot be equal to negative 2. And this answer is fine, and this answer is okay. So we have two correct